I have pulled the drums off of the rear brakes, and they are new shoes in there. I can say that I do not know what axle this is or what brakes. I'm sure other people with 7s will say, oh, that's a such and such. But should I have to rebuild in the future, it looks like that's a fairly rebuilt, in good shape cylinder, wheel cylinder, but I don't know what it is and what it matches. Of course, those simple ones are just get the cup seals in the right size, and it does pretty easily. But as for brake shoes, I don't know what this axle is. That was something that's not in any of the information that I got, and it doesn't match any of the Lotuses that I have. So we'll hope somebody out there can pass on the right information. Also, I'm looking for tips on something. Considering that the wheel cylinder is down in that position, and the bleed nipple is, we'll say, low. And according to the book, this is how it is. According to everything I've seen, this is normal for the 7s to have that down there. And it lines up with the brake cable, emergency brake cable going across, and the tabs for holding the brake lines all line up for this, so it's normal. But how difficult is it to bleed the brakes? Of course, that's many months away, and I understand that, but just kind of getting information of, is it difficult to bleed the brakes with the nipples down like that? Has anybody got any tips and tricks that they can pass on for the future? Well, also I know it's a fairly older drum, and we have to get the drum, and it has balancing weights. So, very heavy drum too, but of course I don't know what the drum is as what the axle is, so any knowledge would be appreciated. So let's go up to the front where things have been getting interesting. I've wanted to take off this top piece to get in to treat the rust, clean all this up. So I was drilling out the spot welds. That's the term. Couldn't think of it for a moment there. Spot welds. Okay, end attack welds. So there's, got to get behind it, get to the rust. This is where the exhaust was, and that's why. And it is in poor shape. We'll have to see about the rest of this, if there's anything else that needs done to be pulled apart for rust repair. I also don't know what diameter. So I don't think this is Europa. I think most all of this is Europa, but I don't know if the rotor there is Europa. I think it looks small for that, but I'll check on that as we go. That's an update as to what I am doing on the 7. I'm also working on the Europa, any Elite, and the rest of the garage, getting them ready for getting them back out on the road. They need some things. Lotus Owners Gathering in Pittsburgh. If anyone is going, I'll be there. I probably will have the Elite. So if anyone's checking up with me there, I hope to see you there. And we'll proceed on. Thanks for watching.